Such a lovely day to play some Minecraft. Let's hop on. I kind of want to play some Mega Skywars. I haven't played that in a while. Oh. Mega Skywars, a game that once thrived on Hypixel and stood near the top, racking millions of views and pushing dozens of creators into the spotlight, is now dead with no real future lying ahead of it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Mega Skywars, talking about how it once thrived, had a second wave of life, and how it could potentially be saved for the future. If you enjoy this commentary, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and let's get right into it. Mega Skywars was a mode added in the first Skywars update all the way back in July 2015. God, I feel old. A larger take on the game that was already gaining popularity quick, Mega introduced 20 teams of 5 players with 100 people per game into the mix. Kind of like a battle royale before battle royales were popular. This format led to quick growth on YouTube, with millions of views coming from YouTubers such as Preston Plays or Grape Applesauce. The game now has about 10 players peak times. So what exactly happened? The game was flourishing between 2016 and 2017, when most of what I consider to be the classic Skywars YouTubers were still uploading regularly. CMJ, Tabor, Extra Plays, Techno, and a Dirt Block found some of their biggest successes during this time with Mega Skywars. Videos based around commentaries, montages, and high kill games were very popular, with many competing for the highest kill Mega game. The record is currently 44, set by Rightist in 2021, maybe 2020, around then. Another popular format of video at the time was queuing Mega as a solo player and trying to win. I believe Extra had the most popular of these videos, where he got 500 Mega Skywars wins queuing as a solo. They're very good videos. I would totally recommend watching them. But if it was so good, what happened to it? Minecraft as a whole was declining in popularity around early 2018, so with that came the decline of Skywars. Less and less people started playing Skywars, and in turn, less people played Mega. Most of the YouTubers that I had just mentioned had dissipated into other things and no longer played Mega at all or as often. The Mega scene died out, and with that, Hypixel made the decision to remove the game because it wasn't queuing and it was kind of just a waste of space on the server. On June 5th, 2018, Mega Skywars was removed and replaced with Mega Doubles, a smaller 40-player version of the game. Instead of teams of 5, it was teams of 2. Had the same number of teams, the same maps, the same kits, the same loot with less players. In a desperate attempt to revive a game that once thrived, it ended up being a massive failure and really just put the nail in the coffin of Mega Skywars, which really sucked. The game, meant to fill lobbies quicker, lacked the same chaotic charm of the original. What I find ironic is how the game was literally meant to fill the lobbies quicker, but the lobbies never filled after that. It's really annoying. Now, I personally wasn't that big a fan of Mega Doubles. I played it, I tried my best to get into it. It just wasn't great. It wasn't really rewarding in a sense either. Part of the fun for me was getting the high kill games and the high risk fights that you'd have towards the end. Doubles didn't have any of that. The games were quicker, the games were a lot faster and a lot sweatier, and it wasn't really that fun. It felt like Team Skywars, but longer on a bigger map. Not even to mention that the maps were made for 5-people teams rather than 2-people teams, and they're just like, the scaling is not appropriate at all, but that's besides my point. With Mega Doubles being added in, it seemed like the Mega Skywars everyone knew and loved was gone forever. People protested and demanded that they bring back regular Mega, with no success until 2020. Ah, yes, 2020, the year I can mention and everyone immediately knows what happened. After the initial stay-at-home orders during the start of the pandemic, Hypixel brought back Mega Skywars, mostly because there was a huge spike in players and there was a huge demand for it at the time. People were home, so what's the harm in giving them something to do? For the first few days, Mega was awful. I made a video on it and I called it 100-player ranked Skywars because it was so sweaty. It literally felt like I was playing like a 3K ranked Skywars game. It was so annoying. But after that, it kind of felt like classic Mega Skywars. So obviously I've been playing Skywars since 2016, so I've been around for a while, and I played Mega during its peak. I played Mega during its not peak. And when it came back after those sweats died out, that was the most fun I had had playing Mega in a long time. The game was filling, people were playing Skywars again, life was great, until it wasn't. It's now been 2 years since Mega was added back in, which is crazy to think about, but nothing has been changed or added in since it was literally removed like 4 years ago. What once was a grand and epic game that many enjoyed playing and watching content on is now just a relic of time that once was. But I have to ask, is there any saving Mega? The way that I see it, not really. Without any new content for the game or new creators making videos on it, the game will forever just be a shadow of what it once was. I believe Rightest made the largest videos on Mega as of late, and they only ever got 1,000 views at most. There's not really a demand for the game anymore. People are unmoved by high kill games because they're not really that important or cool anymore. I think the game is still enjoyed by a small community, but it really can't get outside that defined set of players, which is really what hurts the game more than anything else. And what I think Mega and more generally Skywars as a whole needs is just a gameplay update that will somehow make the game refreshing. It's been stale. Skywars has been stale for so long, and I've been very vocal about this, and I think that we need an update that can somehow revitalize the game's energy. Take what once was great about the game and somehow add that back in. Many players, including myself, are on the verge of quitting because the game has just been gradually falling apart, and it gets worse every time you log on. I remember making videos back in 2020 about how the game sucks, and now it's 2022, and the game still sucks. The game's due for an update anyhow, if we're not counting that awful bug fix update that we had a bit ago that still has bugs that are broken, by the way. Black magic still doubles, which is really funny. The last Skywars update was actually in July of 2020, and it didn't add enough content to last until now. So, yeah! Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Love you all, and take care, and stay safe. Bye!
Sorry for what's about.